So it does look like the Zerg player is going to go ahead and snipe that out. And all these drones are actually transferring over here, waiting for this to be complete. But the Zerg player definitely looks like it's about to finish off, but there's nothing left of the Zerg main. There's not a whole lot of the Protoss main either. Actually, that cannon is still here. He needs to go ahead and focus his attention and finish off the cannon. There we go. So the cannon does go down. We can go ahead and finish this off. So wow, this is an epic match right here. I mean, you turn cheese into base race, but it looks like actually the Protoss player, yeah, there we go. We do have a Nexus down here. So both players had to go ahead and up and leave their bases. Actually, these Zerglings are moving in here, finishing off as much as they can. I even got a Queen over here doing all the damage they can. So wow, this is a really, really interesting match. The Zerg player is going to go ahead and finish off what's left of this. And we do have actually that Overlord trying to get out of there, but not going to go ahead and not going to happen. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen now. I'm not really sure which player's in the lead. Actually, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Army tab here. Well, the Protoss player is somewhat in the lead, but not by a huge amount. And I mean, after the kind of play we've seen, I'd have no idea what to expect. So actually, we'll go ahead and take a look here. The Zerg player is going ahead and getting this base off fully saturated. If we go ahead and take a look at the income tab. Oh wow, so that actually is a big advantage. 20/7 harvesters. We'll go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, that is not that many probes here. He really needs to focus on getting some probes out. Dropping a couple pylons. Oh yeah, both players are supply locked, of course. So we do have this. So actually, wow, that is a lot. That's a really spread out base, the new base for the Protoss player, because you have a couple warp gates, you have a couple cannons here, you have a decent force here, and we do have a decent force here. So the Protoss player basically has got a giant base right here at basically what would have been the Zerg player expansion. If we go ahead and take a look at the Zerg player, it does have a lot of Zerglings. We do have quite a few roaches as well, and this actually is looking in pretty good shape. Actually going ahead and rebuilding the spawning pool. So it looks like both players are actually going to go ahead and pretty much start from scratch, rebuild base, and go ahead and do it again. So wow, I've never seen such a cheesy build by the Protoss player, and the Zerg player was able to handle it perfectly. Actually, what Nidus Network, it looked like what I thought at the beginning was just escaping, but actually was going ahead and transferring over the base because there's really nothing you could do. And there's a Scanipede. I love random stuff. I mean, come on, a Scanipede, really? No wonder Starcraft 2 took so long to make. So actually, we go ahead and do see the Protoss players trying to move in, but that's a lot of Zerglings, and there's still creep here. So, it looks like, yeah, they're going to put a lot of force fields up, though. A couple of Zerglings are going to sacrifice themselves so that the rest can get out. So actually, So actually, we do have quite a few. If you take a look at the production tab, we do have a lair, a Roach Warren, and we have Zerglings on the way. So there's nothing going on for the Protoss player. There we go. We have a probe. Actually, the Protoss player does have a little bit of a bank just now. Well, it's still supply locked, but not as badly as it was a minute ago. And wow, that is a lot of creep. So yeah, the Zerg player actually is really doing a nice job. Got a ton of creep. I mean, you just look at my mini map. I mean, there's creep here and creep all over the place up here. Very interesting. Actually, yeah, look, 6 more creep tumors on the way. We do have that roach swarm as well as a spine crawler. There we go. Actually, I have a bunch of spine crawlers on the way. So I'm really interested. I honestly cannot tell who's in the lead right now. I'm tempted to say the Zerg player. Go ahead and just take a look at the Army tab one more time. Well, I don't know. It looks like the Protoss might have a little bit of a better army, but as far as economy goes, yeah, the Zerg player is still doing pretty well, although actually not quite the lead that you would expect. So I think this is still anybody's game, and I think it's going to be a really good one. So actually, let's take a look here. I like the Protoss base. I mean, it's so wide open, and I mean, you can almost get away with that with Zerg, because you have the creep, you can run stuff around. But I mean, that's a pretty wide open base to hold. Although I guess you do only really have 2. You have a choke point right here. And yeah, that's a. Well, I guess that would be the choke point right there. I still think it's anybody's game. Maybe we'll go ahead. We do have an Immortal coming out. We do have a photon cannon. So this base does look pretty good. Going ahead and warping in quite a few photon cannons. So going to be prepared. And actually, there we go. The Zerg player is going to go ahead and try to grab the gold expansion, but it actually looks like the Protoss is moving out. So a little bit bad timing there. Oh, and the Protoss player is actually, the Zerg player rather, is going to go ahead and move up here. So I'm going to kind of be careful. I'm not really sure what the Protoss is doing. Going ahead and sniping a creep tumor. Looks like they're probably going to find this gold expansion, and they'll be able to take it, no problem. Oh, wow, are they going to go... Oh, come on, there's no way. Come on. You're right there. You're right there. Oh, whoa. Okay, we got to see this. And yeah, the Protoss can definitely see that. So, yeah, they can go ahead and just wait for the right time to move in. But the Zerglings, that Zergling's not going to do anything. But yeah, there we go. So that, yeah, was not able to expand. There's a lot of creep here. They're actually going to try to move back, I guess, to defend this. There's not a whole lot along here that really matters. Just some creep tumors, but, you know, who cares about those? You know, you got to pay attention to your base. So, you have 3 spine crawlers, and actually we have a lot of Zerglings, a lot of roaches, and a couple queens. Oh, we do have some mutas up, though. So, I have a couple of, four mutas or so up in the air. So the Protoss actually just going in here, killing a few creep tumors, and it looks like we can go ahead and back out. But here it comes, the Zerg player still on the creep, is going to go ahead and move in and intercept these. Trying to pick off a couple of the back zealots. Come on, almost got him. Boom, there we go. Oh, but nice force fields. No, I guess kind of back off and let the Protoss back up. So, actually, we do have a few mutas. Yeah, we have 6 mutas, or I believe, yeah, that looks like 6 to me. 6 mutas for the Zerg, so actually it looks like the Zerg is ready for a counterattack. There's that Scantipede. It needs to get out of there. Don't want the Scantipede to die. So actually, nice defensive force fields by the Protoss player, you know, not letting the Zerg really follow up. That's quite a few Mutalisks. Let's see here. We do have a fair few cannons for the Protoss player, especially around the base, so probably be okay. Actually, we do have some more gateways too. So, pretty interesting matchup. This is one of the reasons why I love Starcraft. I mean, normally you think something like that, and for most players that would go ahead and take you out. But Dark Force was able to go ahead, hold on, and really look at this. I mean, we're 25 minutes into this matchup with no real end in sight. So that just kind of goes to show you. So we actually do have Zerg Flyer attacks level 1 on the way, as well as a Twilight Council for the Protoss player. So actually, yeah, these mutas, definitely want to keep an eye on them. Oh, there goes some stalkers though. These mutalisks, going ahead sniping 1, maybe 2. No, not quite. So those mutalisks better get out of there. Actually, I do like the Zerg player though right now. The Zerg player does have control. I mean, it does have an Overlord here, Overlord here. I'm actually trying to rebuild this gold expansion as well. So the Zerg player pretty much has the whole map. Maybe not control. I wouldn't say control. There's another Scantipede. What? Why are there so many Scanipedes? Oh man, I don't know why I like Scanipedes for some reason now. And that Zergling's not gonna be able to do much. Zerg play is doing a nice job though. It does have quite a bit of creep. Actually, this observer, I guess, is going to try to follow the Zerglings around, kind of keep an eye on the on what the Zerg player is doing. So actually, yeah, we do. There we go. So we do have a hatchery over here, and once this gold is complete, actually the creep just needs to be expanded out a little bit here. Actually, we still have these mutas just kind of hanging here. So I'm starting to like the Zerg player. Actually, go ahead and take a look. Well, I didn't dislike the Zerg player. That came out wrong, but starting to like the Zerg player as far as this matchup. You see here the income is fairly even, 35 over 30 harvesters, but that's not that big a deal. And with a game like this, I mean, with such crazy twists, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. But actually, there we go, Psionic Storm on the way for the Protoss player. Actually going ahead and taking something out there, but Psionic Storm is on the way for the Protoss player. So that's definitely going to be something to watch for. What is the... Why do I... Oh, wait, what is this? Wait, it's an Urubu. Okay, so why am I watching Zerg versus Protoss? Why don't we watch Urubu versus Scantipede? That's the matchup you guys want to see. I know that's the one I want to see. Attack. 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 Oh, man, the things I do when the action is scarce. I probably missed a giant battle while I was doing that, too. Okay, I'll get back to work. I actually do have a lot for the Zerg player. We have Spore Crawlers. I should go ahead and looks like the Zerg player is going to go ahead and try to grab this gold expansion. It does have a very sizable force, but go ahead and take a look at the army tabs. Yeah, going ahead, very, very close. It does look like the Protoss has, again, a very slight edge, but that's next to nothing. It is pretty much identical. Actually, do we have any upgrades? We do have one armor. One attack for the Protoss, and we'll go ahead and take a look here. It doesn't look like any upgrades for the Zerg, but I do think we do have we do have one air attack for the Mutalisks. So actually the Mutalisks are going to go ahead and move in right as the Protoss are moving in a little bit, so definitely want to keep an eye. There we go.